Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we've just about got Ireland conquered. That was exciting. We've just about got Ireland conquered here. Of course, we cannot go after this guy unless it's de jure, under the rules that we've set forth here. So that is exciting for sure. We want to take Praetorian Guard here for additional prestige. That will be very useful for us. We're currently negative in our prestige. I believe we are regenerating our... Yeah, we're regenerating our troops. So that's not an issue. For now, we're going to chill for a bit. I want to let our troops regenerate. I want to get a few constructions going here. Palisades would be a good one to get going. And I would also like to get palisades going here. Okay. So we need more prestige. We can host a feast, and that'll be absolutely great. Go ahead and do that. Fantastic. The feast begins. We have some levy desertions, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. We're not too reliant on our levies at this point. No, please, do go on. Just want to check in on our men-at-arms here. It looks like we're all good there. 150 prestige. That is fantastic. So we're going to go for level 2 gathering halls over here. And we just dipped above our domain limit again. I was really hoping that that wouldn't happen. Sure. So what do we want to hand out here? Honestly, none of it. We honestly want to hand out none of it, but we do want to get our domain limit up. So, I mean, getting our prestige up would help that, for sure. We'll call a hunt. And we're not building anywhere currently, right? Spend 35 prestige. I'd rather spend the gold right now. I would rather spend the gold. 50 gold? Sure, we'll take that. Now, this is interesting. Let's raise up all of our troops right here. They're walking right into us. We get 150 prestige from the hunt. And then they walk into us, and we should win this and get just a ton of prestige. We actually stack wiped them there. And that got us 2,000 prestige. And 500 piety. And 51 gold. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. So, we need Living Legend. That's for sure. And we can get an upgrade over here, except we can't because I think we don't have the tech. Yeah, we don't have mots, and there's nothing we can do there. We can't actually... Oh, no, we can upgrade our tribal holds, can't we? Yeah, we can upgrade our tribal holds. That's something we should be doing. Absolutely. I forgot that you can upgrade tribal holds to level 2. So we are above our domain limit, and that is a problem. Huh. She denied us. I'm not surprised about that. I'm wondering if maybe we should divorce her and marry somebody with some more stewardship skill. I think we will. That would solve that problem pretty thoroughly. So we could marry, like, our friend here. That would be fine. She has 17 stewardship skill. So that would be much better. That would be much, much better. Yeah, we can now have 6 domain limit. I like it. So that would allow us to revoke a title from this guy if we wanted to. Can we get away with this? He has a 0% chance of doing it. I mean, ultimately, we would want to revoke his title. Both of these titles. We could make the duchy title. How many duchy titles do we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. We have the duchy title already. So we have 6 duchy titles, and they're angry at us, but not because we have too many held duchies. Good to know. Presumably that's only once we become a king. Okay. So we could demand this guy's conversion. He might accept that. We'll see what happens. And in the meantime, I'm just going to work on swaying him. That'll be fine. He refused to convert. I'm not shocked about that one. So, we don't have a de jure claim on this guy. Which surprises me a little bit. Ah, you have to have both counties in Meath to get the de jure. I gotcha. I wouldn't mind going after Alba. Actually, that's really good. We would get the de jure we would get the Kingdom of Alba. Correct? I think the title would actually get destroyed, and we would have to create it. And all occupied counties outside it. So we could go after these two and get them as well. Now, there is a little bit of concern here. And that is Gowrie, Strathearn, and Athol here. Those are all non-coastal provinces. And because we would not get the title, these three would have to be released. Unless... Would we have the Duchy of Albany? If we got the Duchy of Albany from it, they wouldn't have to be released. Under the rules as we've laid forth. He has the Kingdom of Norway? Okay. Well, all he has outside of the Kingdom of Alba is these two, correct? I believe so. There's nothing over, like, here? Yeah, nothing over here. So that's all we'd have to go for. And we would get county titles. We'll have to see. We may be required to release these three counties, but those would be the only three counties. We're going to do this regardless. Guaranteed. Okay, we're going to raise up our troops here. And in we go. We're going to leave behind a siege force here. We see his army there. How many do we need here? 480? Okay. So we can leave behind, say, these 636 troops, and these guys can head up this way. Hoping to catch this force. And we do catch them here. Perfect. Okay, so that was a stack wipe. We're going to head over here next. And we catch these guys. And that was a stack wipe. So that's 50%, and we do gain a good chunk of fame from this as well. Fame is kind of more important right now than prestige because we need to get to Living Legend to form our kingdom title. We are not going to form the Kingdom of Alba. If we get the Kingdom of Alba, we'll become a king, but I don't think we will. I don't want to spend prestige on this guy. This guy called in a holy order. That's exciting. We're going to come over and fight them. There we go. They're stack wiped. And let's just slow siege his capital with our main force here. That'll take 7 months, but that's okay. That chieftain left the prison. Very rude. Very rude indeed. So at this point, we just need sieges. And honestly, I think we can split up a little bit more. We can split off these guys and send them over here. And then we can send these guys over here. They'll take a little attrition. I'm not sure if they'll have enough to siege. Looks like they will. Good. So we can get those started. Okay, and we're going to split off these guys, and they're going to chill where they're at. And then we're going to go stack wipe this force. There we go. Okay, they're retreating perhaps back to their capital. Okay, they're heading up over this way. We'll allow that for now. Our wife gave us 75 prestige. I like it. This siege will finish up momentarily. And so will our capital siege here. The capital siege is actually going fastest, which is funny. But there we go, we've got their capital, and at this point, I think we're just going to leave these guys here to resupply. That'll be okay. We see a raider force over here, though. If we can catch that raider force, I would love it. These guys popped in. We're going to abandon this siege and head this direction. Now, we need to come down this way. We may lose this force, I'm not sure. We're going to reinforce it with these guys. Okay. They finished the siege, so that's all good. Yeah, we're not going to get here in time, I don't think. That's likely going to... It didn't stack wipe. Okay, I like it. I thought that was going to stack wipe. So, our wife is calling us into a Northman army conquest of the Duchy of Gelre. We accept that, but we're not going to join that until we're actually done with this war, of course. Okay, so there's that done, and these guys can come siege over here, these guys over here, I guess. And you're retreating back to our capital? That's fine. Okay. We lost a level of devotion. I didn't necessarily intend to do that, but it's okay. So these guys are going to group up and come up over here. We clearly need reinforcements over this way. So we're going to split off like this 105 stack, and they're going to come up over here. And then these guys are going to come take over this siege. We just discovered Ledger, which is probably pretty good. I mean, we're not the culture head currently, but Ledger does give us +1 domain limit, which is apparently not counting yet. Okay. So they're on their way over this way. That's unsurprising. And we need to get here. And now we need to come over here. Again, we're probably going to end up losing this force. We'll see if we get there in time. I think we did. Fantastic. So these guys, I'm just going to park them right in between here. And there is a Irish populist faction. That's a little bit unsurprising. For now, I'm not that concerned about it. I want to wrap up this war. This siege should end it. And of course, we are in this Norseman army conquest here. Our wife can probably handle that on her own. But we'll see. Now, as far as this goes, I mean, I don't really expect this guy to be too malleable. We already demanded conversion on this guy. 23 opinion, huh? We can try to convert this. I highly doubt it'll happen. We'll send a gift first and then try to convert it. But yeah, I don't think that's going to be a thing that happens. Yeah, he didn't convert. As expected. It was worth a shot. We rolled the dice. It's all good. This war is over. We will enforce those demands. And we're going to group these guys up over here. We're, of course, going to need to hand out some territories over here. There is no doubt about that. So we're going to grant these out to nobles of the Norse culture. And I believe we're still duchy level. Yes, we are. So we need to grant independence to some of these locations before we tick forward. And specifically, the locations that we have to grant independence to is this one, which we can't do actually while we're at war. We have to wait till we're out of war before we can do that. Yeah, so we're going to have to wait. We are out of compliance with the rules, but there's nothing we can do about that right now. Our realm size is too large for a duke, making us suffer overextension. That's expected. We need to create our kingdom title soon. But we're going to group everybody up over here. Anytime. There we go. And then we're going to come down over this way and see about catching this force, ideally. Getting out of that war. So our wife is pregnant, and there is an independence faction currently. I believe that's because of our overextension. You want seat on the council, okay, and cultural acceptance. Now, this is one of those that I want to grant independence to. We'll need to try to get out of this war just as quick as we can. So we'll see about heading down here. Where are you going? Please don't run away. I'm right here. We're going to disembark here. And we're going to head down and siege this. Okay, we can get a new diplomacy perk, and we're actually going to take thoughtful here. Because these guys are all pretty angry. No doubt about that. Our overextension is rough. That's fully expected. We can create some duchy level titles. Beautiful wooden warrior has low durability. Okay. We can usurp the kingdom of Alba, but if we do that, that's not actually what we want. We can lawfully imprison her, and that wouldn't be a terrible idea, but we have a 0% chance of success there. So how do we want to proceed here? Well, creating the Isles would be a good idea. We're going to do that, and that will bump up our prestige. And then we're going to create the Duchy of Albany as well. Actually, no. Albany is the one that we don't want to create. Moray is the one that we want to create here. So we'll create that. That puts us up to 1770. Okay. I wish that our ally was being a little bit more aggressive here. They're coming towards us. I doubt that we can actually fight this army. They counter a lot of cavalry, and they have heavy infantry and cavalry of their own. We probably hard counter them, but I still don't think we have just enough raw troops. I want our ally to come help us fight. But we have to back off here. Coming around over like this way. Because we need to come fight over here with our ally. Can we get there in time to turn this? I kind of doubt it, but let's see what we get. Yeah, we do turn it, actually. Beautiful. So that's really good. So we win that fight. That puts us at 42%. Now this faction is going to fire in 3 months. I highly doubt that we can get something like this to go because she's not the right religion. But we can demand conversion from, like, everyone here. And we'll see if anyone accepts. Let's see what we've got. No, no, no. Yes for a hook. Done. Yes for a hook. Done. Yes for a hook. Done. Those hooks aren't great to have on us, but we'll do it. So, at this point, you don't have any children, but you do have brothers. You are already not able to join a faction. Okay. So, that guy's not particularly great. Neither is this guy. Yeah, all of these siblings, they aren't great to work with. We could work with her and do something like this. She would not accept this, but we could make this matrilineal, and now she would. So that'll pull her out of that faction. She's only 6.3%, but that's okay. Now, I'm pretty sure we don't have anything to do here. Yeah, we just don't. These guys are 16. They just came of age, which is... Or this guy did anyway, which is unfortunate. This guy's 20, but he still hasn't managed to have any children. Okay. So what's he so angry about? Cultural acceptance. Wants seat on the council, mostly. Okay. Skill 14 Chancellor. What do we got? It'd be an upgrade. But everyone on the council is a powerful vassal right now. Okay. Well, we desperately need to wrap up this war over here. That needs to happen very quickly. I'm going to leave these levies behind, and we're going to go in and fight this force. Okay, that was a stack wipe. Beautiful. Next, we're going to come up over here and siege. But we do need to handle this independence faction. That is not commanded by ruler, but we're going to head up over here regardless. Okay. So that's a stack wipe. They can send their demand at any time. It is mostly her that we need to deal with. She refused to convert. And she won't arrange marriages here. Even with our player heir matrilineally. Wow, okay. So she's very angry. I'm not super shocked about this. I knew that we'd have overextension from that fight. I want this war over. But we're probably going to have to leave. Yeah, we don't want these to become independent, all of them. Some of them we do. Do we maybe accept this and conquer them back later? This would make you... Angus, so that would be you. The Mearns, so that would be here. Caithness, which is not one that we want to be independent, and Ross. Mostly this is not ones that we want to be independent. Oh, I didn't notice that we had this tribe here. We should grant that out for sure. Will not be threatened. We're going to fight them. So, at this point, we are going to raise any additional troops that are unraised on our capital. We'll see how many we actually end up getting there. I'm not sure how many we have unraised right now. 683. So not a lot. And this army is going to head over to our capital. They will arrive there eventually. And we're just going to have this tiny little army here continue to siege. That'll be fine. Now, there is this insular populists faction. I'm far less concerned about that. I hope our ally comes over and fights these guys. That would be nice. No? No, that's not going to happen. Okay. So we're going to attempt to get up over here. I highly doubt we make it out. Yeah, that's fine. If we manage to retreat here, no, that's going to stack wipe. That's okay. If we managed to retreat, that would have been fine. But we're going to head up over this direction. And group up. Cool. And we're going to head up over here. Now we're keeping an eye on what they are actually doing. We can't fight them straight up, but if we can catch them a little bit separated, then we can fight them. Okay, let's look at the actual independence war here. Yeah, so it's only the one county that we actually wanted to be independent. That's why I didn't accept it. And as far as this goes, our wife may or may not have that. But we've got bigger problems. So, if we were to fight this, that would be in plains. We lost some prestige there. That's fine. We can try to demand conversion of these guys, but we already have for both of them, apparently. They would not convert. Okay. So we're positioned here. What are their men-at-arms? Mostly light infantry. Ah. Come on, lock open. No! Okay. Wow, it doesn't want to let me look at these men-at-arms. Nope. There we go. Okay, so light infantry, archers. I feel like we hard counter their men-at-arms. These guys are going to come in and reinforce. This is a little risky. We'll see how this plays out. We're fine. Fantastic. That is indeed some men-at-arms hard countering. So we're going to head up over here, take this back. That's going to be 4 months since we have no siege weapons, and we are going to deposit these units of levies, and we're going to move these guys up over here. Okay. Now, as far as this war goes, I don't really care too much about it, in all honesty. We'll come back to it if we can. But we need to siege this as our top priority. Taking this back is a good to have, but it's not necessary. Okay, so that will be done soon. Why bother? Norse is clearly superior. And do we have anybody who is a siege commander? Actually, no, we don't. Okay, so someone else just joined a war. Okay, that's reasonably fine. That was actually the Independence War that, no, that was not the Independence War. That was the other war. Sounds good. So we're now going to come up over this way and fight them again, leaving these guys to siege their capital. Cool. We should easily win this again, since we hard counter their light infantry. Okay, we lost to the war against our... Okay, our wife lost her war. That's fine. We don't really care about that. That is not a huge loss to us. It would have been nice, but... There we go. So... They are defeated and heading out. We're going to head over to the tribe of Dundee next. Okay. The Irish Insularists are trying to pop here, and we are going to say no. So where are they at? They're down over here. This doesn't look very scary at all, in all honesty. Now, these guys are going to rise up as well, but this looks like this is completely fine. I'm not concerned about that. Cool. We can no longer sway that guy. Oh, we need to come over here and reinforce this. I didn't notice we took huge attrition there. That's fine. We'll hop in and finish off this siege. We're hoping that that gets us a lot. It didn't get us captures, which is sad. We're going to head down over this way and fight. We're going to need to turn our focus over this way soon, but now is not quite the time for that. I want to fight this force here. We stack wipe a small unit of it, and I want to come up over here and fight these guys because there's a chance that that's commanded by ruler, but since we have a hard time looking at that. Okay, it is commanded by ruler. Cool. So we're going to win that. No problem whatsoever. We have a chance of capturing their ruler. How much more can we get from battles? Basically none. I'm assuming that's capped at 50. But we can come down over this way and allow ticking more score to go for a bit, and we can come back to this after we deal with these guys. So they're all grouping up, but that's fine. We're going to come in over here, and this actually may end this Insular Uprising super quick. This guy's in charge of this army. Okay, only 28%, but we need to come up over here now. If we eliminate this army, this war is over. As I said, this is not very threatening. So we're going to come down over this way, and we catch that force. They get stack wiped. War's over. Enforce those demands. And now we can come back over this way. That would be embarked, and I think that's reasonably fine. Yeah, I think we're okay to embark here. So let's just make our way on up. And we're going to fight them here. They do not want to fight. I don't blame them. So we win this battle quite handily. And we're at 87. Yeah, we're capped at 50% here. So we can either get ticking or we can siege. Those are our options. We're going to come down and siege because we can kind of do both at the same time. Do we have a siege commander available now that we're out of that other war? Actually, this guy is a siege commander. Cool. Sounds good to me. So 7 months left on this siege, which is non-ideal. How long on this one? 8. We are ahead of them on that siege curve, so that should be fine. Okay, she became our spy master. That's completely okay. We're at 92%, and finishing this siege should end the war. 5 months, and oh, they got a good tick there. They got a really good tick. Down to 3 months, but we're still ahead of them, so this is good. Okay, sure, we can gain some prestige. There we go. And we are going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. Okay, so we managed to hold on. We do need to be living legend to form the Kingdom of Man. That is going to be necessary. In order to do that, we have to be living legend. So we will work our way towards that. That will be a next episode sort of thing. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time.